Where's a good... This is fine, whatever. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Join me, Tattoo here, and well, as you can see from the title of today's video, I am going to freehand on a tattoo that I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm very excited about it because that's just genuinely how I love to create. So, before we get into that, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you know every single time I post a new video. So with that being said, let's get started. Can I be honest? I'm pretty tired. I don't think people realize tattooing, big sessions, I love it, I love it, I live for it. But sometimes after a long, long day and then another long, long day, I don't know what the heck I'm doing today. I know he said, okay, so we're gonna be starting a sleeve, right? I already did a tattoo on his inner bicep of his dog, and that shit was, and I guess we'll see what happens when he gets here because I don't know what it's gonna heal out to. And I would also like to point out that there's no reason for the tattoo not to heal out good because I always give my clients an aftercare package that I make myself that literally has how to take care of your tattoo, the tattoo lovers care salve, and then it's also got my business card if they need to contact me in any way, shape, or form. It's got my number on there and a sticker. Who doesn't love a sticker? And it looks like my logo. Ooh. Can we just say business up in here? I have to really figure out what the hell I'm doing on this tattoo because, okay, so we want it to be more like a family sleeve, right? What specific elements, right? Because they've all got to kind of somehow mesh together and they're so opposite. So we've got to figure that out today. And I'm going to try my best to come up with something sick. Alright everybody, after a long conversation with my client Christian, we came up with an amazing theme for his sleeve and I'm so here for it. It's very dark, it's very creepy, and y'all will see it eventually, but today we are going to be tackling the forearm. So for this piece, he really just let me have free range. The only specification that he had was that he wanted it to be like a fish. He didn't want just any fish, he wanted a fish that was really creepy, kind of scary, had some crazy teeth, and that is very much my tea. So I went ahead and I told him, I said, let me go ahead and do my thing, let me freehand this on. I'm gonna go ahead and just make up the shapes, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then we can redraw it. But of course, he liked it. So whenever I do a freehand piece, I always start with the base, which is my yellow marker, and I kind of like to play around with the shapes of the arm so that way I can see what flows, the direction of things. So of course for the forearm, it's a little bit wider towards where the arm ditch is, and it's a lot more tapered towards the wrist, and I wanted to make sure that everything flowed really nicely with his arm and that I could eventually add on to it. So my crazy ass decided I think an anglerfish would look pretty cool. As I was just kind of making out the shapes, I thought the head was big, the tail was a little bit more tapered, there's a little bit more room towards the arm ditch, and I really didn't want to kill him on the arm ditch. So I thought of, ooh, what if I put the light source right there, and boom, anglerfish. And after I showed him what the orange phase was like, he was like, okay, cool, whatever, I trust you. So then I went into the blue phase. So when I go into the blue phase, that means that I'm finalizing the details, I'm sharpening everything, so it gives me reference to where exactly my line work is going to be, where I think things are going to be sharpened up, and sometimes I'll put a little bit of shading reference, so I'll kind of move the pigment around so that way I know where my light source is. Pretty much after I show you what the blue phase is, baby, you know what it's gonna pretty much look like outline, and you just gotta trust the process. And of course, as I showed Christian, he was like, sure, I'm down. I really don't know what it's supposed to be like, but I trust you, bro. And that's all I needed. Let me tell you, I am very proud of the way that this came out. I love doing monsters, and whether they're realistic, whether they're not, who cares? It's fun. So once I'm done with the blue phase, I start to attack the piece. I let it sit, and then I start from the bottom and I go up to the top. I go around with the gray line, which allows me to have a more secured stencil, which is pretty much just like a really thin, light outline. And then after that, I will go in and I will start to build up my values with my black, and I will then go in with my line work, so that way I can sharpen up all the details, put things into perspective, because of course, if he's like a dark fish, you know what I mean? If he's more creepy and spooky. There's gonna be a dark background because anglerfish are usually in like the depths of the sea. The light source, of course, being at the head. So I really wanted to make sure that everything was just so dark and spooky and had that essence that he was looking for. And of course, I'm a texture boy, so that's what I did. I created this bumpy-like texture on the scale as like the, you know, the kind of scales for the fish. So as I began to build the textures and everything, I really wanted to make sure that you could see all of the teeth, that you could get all of those little tiny details in the rips, that you could see its skeleton, but it's just vicious. It's not something that you want to fuck with. If you see that freaking fish in the sea, you better swim away, you better run, because this fish is gonna eat your ass. Okay, so as I created all the textures and everything in this fish, I really went ham, quite honestly. I really like the bumpy texture. It gives it very like spooky, creepy, like ooh, kind of weird, kind of different. And then I of course added some rips in him because he's kind of more of like a zombie anglerfish. He's got the gills, he's got the fins, it's been through some shit, but it's also not afraid to beat your ass and eat you and like just go for it. I'm here for it. Mr. Anglerfish, I love you. I'm so thankful to Christian for really like just allowing me to do my thing with this piece. Whenever you give an artist free range to do something, you get some dope shit like this. When you go in with a reference and everything, that's amazing. I think it's very important for you to go in with references so that way you have an idea of what you want and the artist has an idea of what you want as well. In this case, Christian kind of showed me some references of things that he liked, and based off that, he just said, go for it, and I went for it. I definitely went for it. When you tell an artist go for it, let them go for it. And it is something that people on Pinterest or the internet are gonna be like, oh my God, I want something like this. That's amazing. When people really are inspired by your piece, that's cool. All right, let me go ahead and give you that soapy reveal, baby. Let me give you that soapy reveal. That's what the people have been waiting for, the soapy reveal here to go ahead and show you the completed anglerfish. Let me tell you, he is spooky, he is creepy, he is different. Anyways, guys, let me go ahead and give you my final thoughts. All right, everybody, so I just finished up my tattoo. I am so freaking excited with the way that it came out. It came out just so good, so freaking good. I am so happy that my client Christian really allowed me to do my thing with it, and he really trusted me. I had no reference, I had no stencil, nothing at all. He just said I want something that's kind of dark / gothic and something that's kind of like fish related, and I was like, whoa. Y'all can't tell me I can't draw for nothing because I know I could draw. I drew this entire thing on, no reference, no nothing. How many artists you see out there doing it? Not many. You know, I just had to go ahead and flex that a little bit, show you a little bit of what I could do. And I hope I get to do some more of that. If you are interested in getting a freehand tattoo, let me know, because I love to do freehand tattoos. I love to just get really creative with what I do. All right, so if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You're already here. You're here. Subscribe. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Yeah.